What's up, my pilots? Angryponcho here. We're back playing Pokemon Blaze Black. It's time for another battle. We are inside the Not Green City Gym, gym number 2 now, getting ready to fight gym leader in Lenora. Nakrak, Duat, and Daedalus got a little bit of an upgrade because we fought through the 3 battles before the leader inside this gym and read a bunch of lame books. The other 3 Pokemon in the party are not going to see any action in this video. And the aptly named Sir Not Appearing in this film. I'm going to go ahead and put Nakrak and Daedalus in the front here, since they're the only 2 permanent party members I've got with me right now. I also happen to remember from a previous run-through of screwing around on Blaze Black how Lenora likes to start this fight, and that's something I don't want to happen. So I'm showing the little nonsense here where you get the bookshelf pushed out of the way. Some of you guys noticed in the previous episode, which I haven't even put up yet, but I'm sure some of you will have noticed and commented, of course, that the screen on the right looks really weird, and it was all glitchy and stuff. I don't know what that is. That happens whenever I get into a double battle. Like, I think it looks fine on rotation battles, but triple battles and double battles, it gets confused and sort of like it smears all over itself. I don't know, it still seems like you can tell what's going on, and I have no trouble playing with it like that, so hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. Alright, so I'm starting off the fight in a great way. Throwing out Daedalus in the first round, gonna get Intimidate on both of Lenora's Pokemon, and yeah, turns out her Stantler has Intimidate too. So both Nakrak and Daedalus are going to be losing attack power. And her Herdier has Intimidate, so it's like crap. We're starting the battle with our attack sharply decreased. That's crap. Well, you know what it turns out? It's not going to really matter for Nakrak and Daedalus because they both know Dragon Rage, which is a fixed damage move. It always does 40 points of HP damage. Well, it's redundant, isn't it? It's like ATM machine, HP points. Anyway, it always does 40 points of damage, so we don't have to worry about our attack being lowered. And I'm trying to retaliate, and I haven't even defeated anything yet. It's weird. So retaliate is this normal type move that typically does 70 damage. That's its base power, at least. And its base power doubles to 140 if an allied Pokemon fainted in the previous turn. And so now if someone used retaliate, because I hit Stantler in the last turn, it's going to do double damage. But she very stupidly doesn't go for the retaliate on both of them, which would have been the best way to get the damage out there. Instead goes for Helping Hand on Herdier. Furret does the retaliate with Helping Hands from Herdier, so it just knocked Nakrak right out of the fight. But it's alright, Nakrak always gets the last laugh with its rough skin, so we get a little bit of damage on Furret for free. And then Lenora jumps in the middle of the fight and is like, "Hey! Look at those moves you're using!" It's like, "Get off the stage! Come on!" And so I'm gonna try and set up on them a little bit. At least it's not really that complicated. It's not really setting up even. But I'm gonna have Duat not attack. I'm gonna have it use Focus Energy, which typically I would think is a waste of a turn. But since Duat's only fighting type move that it has right now is Karate Chop, which already has an increased critical hit ratio, using Focus Energy is a great idea because now we've got like 4 times the chance to get a critical hit. With using Karate Chop, which is the move that Duat's going to be using since it's got super effective damage against these fighting types. It's absolutely great. So we don't get one there, but hopefully we'll get some better luck later. And she sends out Bouffalant. This Bouffalant is weird. I don't know what the deal is with this Pokemon. It's like a Tauros with an afro. Like, I can't believe how similar it is to the Tauros. Like, how could that? It's weird. And for some reason her Furret knows Thunderbolt, which just came out of nowhere, but Daedalus is sort of becoming it's got way more HP than you'd expect at this level, so it stands up to the Thunderbolt without any trouble. We're laying into the Dragon Rage. It's a little bit of a shame Dragon Rage doesn't have I'm not sure actually if there exists a fixed damage move that does more than Dragon Rage. I know of things like Nightshade where it does the same damage equivalent to your level, which I think would be kind of cool, but it's really never useful because doing the amount of damage that your level is not very much, no matter what level you're at, particularly because you're fighting more powerful opponents as you go along. But Dragon Rage doing 40 damage, Nakrak in this hack learns Dragon Rage, I think, at gosh, like level 12 or 13 or something like that. It's pretty low, and at that point, you're still going up against Pokemon that only have 40 HP, and so it's a 1-hit KO for a few levels, and then a 2-hit KO for a while. In fact, even in this battle here, you see Dragon Rage is doing about a half or even more of the opponent Pokemon's HP, so it's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, it does get less useful as the battles go on, and I suspect it'll be significantly less useful in future battles, like the 3rd gym, and onwards from there. So it's nice to see it have its day at this point, though. So I do like the idea of Dragon Rage. Oh, Bibblow's using Retaliate. It's going to be nasty. But Dewott manages to stand up to it. I'm not sure why there. I think it's probably just because we got 7 levels on them. I don't mean to be over-leveled here. It's just the consequence of the fact that I'm only using a few of the Pokemon in my party on a regular basis. So they're getting a lot more levels than you would typically see. And if you were counting, that makes a 3rd critical hit for Dewott. So I wasn't pointing them out as we went along, but ended up getting 3 of them with Karate Chop, and I think all of them resulted in KOs, which is pretty awesome. And we defeated Leader Lenora. My theory about you was correct. You're more than just talented, you're motivated, yeah. Wait, did I say talented? Talented? Talentivated? Whatever. Alright, so that's 2 out of 8 gyms. 3 battles down so far. So there's more interesting ones to come, more dangerous ones to come, so make sure you stay tuned, keep an eye on this series. This has been a fun one to make, actually. I've been enjoying sort of playing in my free time and getting a video out of it every now and then. Works great for me. And she's nice enough to give you Retaliate and even explain what it does. But that's all for this time, so I'll see you guys in the next battle.